Liverpool nil, Manchester United nil. I did say it previous to the game that I thought this had a draw written all over it, and that's what happened. Um, Look, we're still top of the table. We've gone to Anfield, we've got a point, but I think we could have won that game. So it's frustrating in that aspect. I think there were certain players that were below par, and I think there were certain that were just above and average. I don't think anyone was brilliant tonight apart from one player who I'm going to mention in a minute in the ratings. First half, Liverpool blew us out of the water. Possession wise, they had like 75% or something like that, ridiculous, for most of the first half. And we couldn't keep hold of it when we did get it for short periods of time. I thought Martial was poor with a hold-up play when he didn't get it a lot, but the times he did wasn't great. Bruno, I thought, had a terrible game. Trying to play world-class balls again that weren't coming off. And even ones that you probably aren't even world-class passes that he wasn't making. And I think that he was trying to do too much on his own. So I thought it's one of the worst games I've seen Bruno have. Like, that's just what it is. I thought Rashford was poor again. Bruno did have a good free kick. That's the best thing he did, I thought. Very close to scoring, just went outside of the post. But other than that, I thought he was poor. I really did. Defence on the whole was pretty good. The first half especially though, I saw Aaron Wan-Bissaka getting sucked in again and not covering for Robertson. He was wide open all the time, and there was a point where I believe it was Firmino took a shot in the first half, and if he hadn't have shot, all he had to do was roll the ball over to the left slightly, and Robertson's clear on goal because Wan-Bissaka is in a centre back position again, tucking in. So we're seeing it far too much, and we got away with it, but we're not going to get away with that every single game. So that was worrying, but I think he had a better second half, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And the defence on the whole tonight I was pretty pleased with. It didn't look too in too much danger for most of the game, but I thought we got let down in the midfield tonight. Fred and McTominay were really poor. I thought it was like they was non-existent most of the game. Fred had one pass that he put through Rashford on a counter-attack, but he overhit it and Rashford couldn't just run onto it and go through on goal. So I thought that's a pass that he has to make, and he didn't. I thought McTominay, I thought he was just non-existent, so I thought I'd give them both a 3 tonight. But yeah, first half Liverpool easily the best team. Second half it was a bit more even, and United probably had the better chances to win. But didn't take advantage of it. I thought Pogba right at the end had a chance to win it, and he blasted it straight at the keeper, and I think you have to score that. So I thought the intensity though from United, it was better in the second half, but still not great. First half it was just almost non-existent. When they did have it, it was too slow and predictable, and then they lost it pretty much straight away. I think second half it was a more even game, but still possession-wise Liverpool blew it out of the water, and they're going to be more, I think, annoyed that they didn't get anything from the game tonight than United will. But saying that, United are going to be mad at themselves because they, like I said, they probably had the more clear-cut chances and the better chances, even though there was few in the game. And there was another point where Rashford went through and on the counter again, just had to make a diagonal pass to Cavani, and he's through on goal. And he carries on the run and loses the ball because he overplays it and don't release the pass. We see it far too much from Rashford, and it's not good enough. It's really not. Especially when you've got someone of Cavani's quality that you know is 9 times out of 10 is going to finish that chance, and he just ignores him. So, not good enough. Another thing that I want to say is Ollie with the subs. He only made 2 substitutions. Look, you've got 5 subs to make. I believe it's still 5. Why are you making 2? I know we get a point tonight and we've gone to Anfield, we're still top of the table, but we have 5 subs to make and you make 2. And one of them is 2 minutes left in the game. It's too late. Cavani come on for Martial and Greenwood come on for Bruno, and Bruno got pissed off coming off, which is good to see, but to be honest, it warranted it tonight. He could have come off earlier for me. I think Bruno and Rashford tonight for me were the worst 2 in the team. And it's not a lot of times I say that about Bruno. I don't know if I ever have before, but I thought him and Rashford were by far the worst tonight. And I didn't think Fred and McTominay were that good, but I thought Bruno and Rashford were worse than them. Pogba as well, trying to play world-class balls like Bruno was, and they just kept giving away the ball all the time. And when you're in a game where the opposing team has most of the possession anyway, you can't be playing in world-class balls every time you get a chance. And it seemed like they were doing that a lot tonight. And it's not going to come off. So I think that we forced things too much tonight instead of being a bit more patient and playing the simple balls again. It comes down to simple balls and passes. And we're overplaying things that we don't need to be doing. Player ratings, David De Gea I give an average. Didn't really have a lot to do. Did make a pretty good save, but it was kind of central at him. But didn't have too much to do, but I give him an average of a 5. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I thought he had a poor first half, but second half I thought he made up for it. So I'll give him an average of a 5. Lindelof, I thought was pretty good. And Maguire as well. I thought they were pretty solid tonight. Not too many dodgy moments at all. So I thought they were both solid. I'll give them just above average with a 6. Luke Shaw, I thought was superb again today. Tracking back, winning balls, winning defensive headers. Under pressure, laying it off to people without putting the team back in danger. Just superb. I think there was one point as well where the ball got rolled into the box, and I think it was Salah that was running onto it, who's quick. We know the pace Salah's got, and Shaw actually beat him to the ball and shielded, and I think De Gea picked it up, or the danger was cleared anyway, and Luke Shaw did that. So I thought he was superb tonight. 8 for Shaw. Fred and McTominay I thought were non-existent most of the game. 3 for them. Rashford I give a 2. And Bruno I give a 2. I thought they were just very poor tonight, giving away the ball a lot. Rashford overplaying it again. Bruno overplaying passes and giving away fouls, and even his shooting and that wasn't great tonight. Bruno, he's got so high standards though that when he's not performing near them, it's more noticeable. But I don't think there's any excuse tonight. I thought he was poor, and I thought Rashford was poor. Pogba I give a 3. Didn't think he did too much. Overplaying passes again. Didn't stand out to me. Martial 3 as well. I didn't think he had a great game. Didn't have a lot of service, granted. But when they do get the little balls and that at times, I think they need to be doing a bit more of it. 3 for Martial. Greenwood, I give a 5. I thought it was average. He only had 2 or 3 minutes to come on, and so it was hard for him. So an average. And Cavani I give a 6 to. I thought he'd come on and he was laying off the balls good, holding up the ball well, playing people in. I thought he did that a lot more than Martial did tonight. And for that, I give him just above an average with a 6. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm going to give him a 7 tonight. Tactics I thought worked well. We obviously got the point. Team shape worked well. We got a point. But I had to bring it down a bit, the rating, because of the subs. Use your subs that you have available. Especially when it's still a level game. What are you afraid of losing? Do you know what I mean? Take the risk and make changes. And for me, the subs disappointed me tonight with that. But overall, we've gone to Anfield and we've got a point. Not many teams are going to do that. But we had the better chances to win the game also. So I'm not going to get carried away with it. Obviously, I'll take a draw. And I thought it would be a draw. But the game was it was a poor game, let's face it. There wasn't a lot of chances in anyone's boxes. A lot of it was in the midfield. I thought it was poor standard, really poor. So I thought, like I said as well, I think this could definitely disappoint this game because people put it on such a high pedestal that a lot of the time that happens. And I thought that was one of them today. But a point, a good result, but we could have had the 3-2. So it is what it is. We're still top. And obviously it's better than a loss, but it is disappointing when you have the better chances, even if it's few and far between. So man of the match, Luke Shaw. It's not even close tonight. I thought he was miles above everyone. So Luke Shaw gets man of the match for me. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next game, guys. I'll see you then.